Today we're test driving the all-new Kia Rio. This one is the hatchback model, and we're going to do a fuel economy test to see how well it performs. As you can see right now, I have a range of 702 kilometers and a tank full of gas. What we're going to be doing is driving this over the week and see how many kilometers we complete. But let me go over our trip meter. So as you can see, we have our trip meter over here, which is trip A. Let us reset that. As you can see, it now reads 0. Let's do this with our second trip meter as well. And now they both read 0. As I mentioned, we're going to be driving this over the weekend, see how many kilometers we complete, and after that we will head to the gas station to see how much it costs to fill up, so stay tuned. So we just spent the week testing the Kia Rio, and we have some numbers here we'd like to share with you. As you can see, we're down to less than a half tank of fuel, and so far we've driven a total of 244.8 kilometers. You'll also notice that our remaining fuel range is 315 kilometers, and our average fuel economy, as tested and according to the car, reads 7.2 liters per 100 kilometers. My driving conditions have been pretty basic. I haven't had the air conditioning on at all because we've had pretty good weather out here, and I've probably spent around 60% of my driving in the city and around 40% on the highway, just to give you an idea of how I got the numbers that I did. As you can see, we're at the fuel station right now, and we're going to fill our tank back up and see how much it costs us, and based on that we will do some calculations to get an idea of our fuel economy as well as our total cost we can expect to spend on a full tank of fuel, so stay tuned. So as you can see, we spent $23.77 to fill up 22 liters of fuel at a fuel cost of $107.9 per liter. As you just saw, we spent $23.77 to fill up 22 liters of fuel at a fuel cost of $107.9 per liter. What's also worth mentioning is this is actually a manual transmission, so that's good to mention while we discuss fuel economy. Let's start off with our calculations, and the first number we're going to calculate is our kilometers per liter number. And how we're going to do that is we'll take the 244.8 kilometers that we've driven so far and divide that by the 22 liters that we filled up. So 244.8 kilometers divided by 22 liters gives us 11.12 kilometers per liter. That means that on every liter of fuel, you can expect 11.12 kilometers of driving. Next, what we're going to do is we'll calculate our actual fuel range based on my driving. And how we're going to do that is we'll take the 11.12 kilometers per liter, the number that we achieved, and multiply that by the Rio's fuel capacity, which is 45 liters. 11.12 kilometers per liter multiplied by 45 liters gives us 500 kilometers. So on every tank of fuel, based on my driving, you can expect 500 kilometers of driving. What we're going to do next is we'll calculate our cost per kilometer, and how we're going to do that is we'll take the 244.8 kilometers that we drove and divide that by the $23.77 that we spent filling up. So 244.8 divided by 23.77 gives us 0.097, so that's 9.7 cents. So every kilometer costs us 9.7 cents in the Rio. Finally, what we're going to do is we'll calculate our cost of a full tank of fuel. And how we're going to do that is we'll take the 45 liters, which is the fuel capacity of the Rio, and multiply that by the local fuel rate, which is 107.9 per liter. For a more accurate estimate of how much you can expect to spend, please take your local fuel rate. In our case, it was 107.9 per liter. So 107.9 cents per liter multiplied by 45 liters gives us 48.55. So if I were to fill up a full tank of fuel in the Rio, it would cost me $48.55. So after filling up, I was able to drive 14 kilometers, not doing speeds more than 70 kilometers per hour and not hitting more than 14 traffic lights during my drive. And I was able to get it as low as 5.7 liters per 100 kilometers, which is phenomenal. Right now it went up a bit to 6.1 liters per 100 kilometers. That's because I've been idling for a few minutes here just to do this video, but I just wanted to get you that number, which is 5.7 liters per 100 kilometers, the lowest number I've achieved so far in the Rio.